So today I'll be creating Brian's Brain's Cellular Automaton, which is very similar to Conway's Game of Life. So without any further ado, let's get into the rules of this. So as per usual, the world is a grid of cells, and each one of these cells can be of one of three states, and these cell states are on, dying, and off. For each step of the simulation, on cells go into a dying state, dying cells go into an off state, and off cells go into an on state if exactly two of its neighbours are on cells. So let's go ahead and begin. So first of all, to make things a bit easier, I will be using the framework that I created as mentioned in earlier videos. To begin with the simulation, I created an enum class for each cell type and then made a for loop for the number of cells that will fill the world. And so this allowed me to fill the world with random cell types, as you can see right here. So now that I had a world full of cells, it was just a matter of actually implementing the rules now. The rule for the on and dying cells was simply setting the cell to be the next stage of its life, as in the on cells become dying cells and the dying cells become off cells. The rule for the off cell was a bit more complicated, but still not too bad at all, as it was literally just a couple of for loops and an if statement at the end of the day. And after that, that was pretty much it, so let's see what we have. Although this looks really cool, this isn't actually what the simulation is supposed to look like at all, as it's supposed to actually look fairly similar to Game of Life. So this meant I had just made a mistake in the code somewhere and I have to fix it. So it turned out my mistake was to do with the rule of the off cells. The rule of the off cell is supposed to be that if exactly two of its neighbours are on cells, then the off cell itself turns into an on cell. My mistake was that I was making it so that if two or more of its neighbours were on cells, then the off cell will turn into an on cell, which caused that effect to happen. And now, after fixing that, it works exactly as it's supposed to, and that's Brian's Brain's Cellular Automaton completed. Anyways, I would like to take a quick second to say thank you to my Patreon supporters, so thank you Timothy Gibbons, Kilo Crazy Man, Alan Fernandez, Alchemic, Lucas Derenberger, Hayden, Neil Blakely Miller, and Nate Brown. Thank you all for supporting me. So once again, thank you for watching. As always, links to the download as well as the source code will be in the description below.